Hey, how y'all doing today? It's your boy Greg. Another video. All right. So, um, before I start up everything, I want to just say this one thing. I'm a Christian and I do love God. I love Jesus and everything like that. I do want to say, before I even start anything, that if you need something in your life that is very important and you feel that your life doesn't have purpose, I recommend you believing in Jesus Christ as your Savior. Get a Bible, get a King James Bible, and just read what miracles He's done as God and the love that He has for you. Believe in your heart, confess with your sin, confess with your mouth that He is God, and He will save your soul. So, if that is something that you need in your life, that would be my recommendation. He's done a lot for me. And of all the mistakes and all the dumb stuff that I have done, I know that I'm going to heaven one day. So if that's important to you, to know that you're going to want to secure your afterlife, do that for me. Or do that for you, in fact. It's not for me, it's for you. Anyway, just want to start a quick video about what's going on in the world. I guess I'll get the politics out the way. We'll start off with that. As far as with the Israel-Gaza thing, Israel-Palestine thing, my whole situation is, as an American, I'm not pro-Hamas, but I'm also not a Zionist for Israel either. And I have a lot of questions about that attack that Hamas did, because Israel has such a great security system, a great border, a great technology. So I have a lot of questions about that attack and how they were able to even do that. It's the same thing with the J6, how all the January 6th were able to get into the building when it's electronic doors. There's no way they could have gotten in if they really didn't want them to get in, but somehow they got in. It's kind of like a similar situation. You know, like I said, I don't take sides on the Middle Eastern geopolitical issues as an American. I just want American people to just stay out of the war. It really has nothing to do with us. They try to say that Israel is our allies, and I guess they are, but that's fine. But Israeli soldiers would not be coming over here to help America if Mexicans declared war and came across the border on the United States. They would not. So I don't think we should. I think Israel has a great army. They can defend themselves. We should not be getting involved. So that's pretty much where I stand on it. That's pretty much where I stand on it. The Republicans elected a new speaker today named Mike Johnson from Louisiana. I don't think he's perfect, but I guess at some point you had to kind of get some clarity on this situation. So Matt Gaetz obviously did not want Kevin McCarthy and led a motion to dismiss to get him out. And I think that was needed because Kevin McCarthy does not represent what I believe most conservatives want. I think Kevin McCarthy is a very selfish politician and is really out for himself. So I applaud Matt Gaetz for that, but I have to be honest, it was getting a little uncomfortable for a while because we just didn't know who was going to be speaker, and obviously there was some people who looked like they were going to be speaker that seemed like they were even worse than McCarthy. So it was looking kind of bad for a while. But Mike Johnson is not perfect. Obviously, he's not perfect. some things that he wants to do, I don't want to do. But I think for the most part, he's a much better option than Kevin McCarthy. So was this all worth it at the end of the day? Yes, it was worth it. If Mike Johnson, I think, is going to do a lot better job than Kevin McCarthy. He has a good relationship with Trump if Trump gets elected. So yeah, good job, and I ain't got no problem with it. Everything is all good there. I wanted to actually get into this story. Maybe they'll do this one more news story. I'll start getting into some sports stuff. But oh yes, okay. So yeah, this Florida teacher was beat up by this 6'6", 270-pound student who I believe was 17 years old at the time of the assault. Now this kid is looking like he can get up to 30 years in prison. From what I read in the article, it seems like a very violent kid. It seems like he gets into fights a lot. Basically beat up this woman because she confiscated his video game, the Nintendo Switch, and he thought that she didn't have no business taking it, and basically pushed it to the ground and just stomped her out like she was like some, I don't know, like a regular dude or whatever. If you're interested in the article, it's a New York Post article that was dated October 13th, 2023. The title of it is Florida Teacher Severely Beaten by a 270-pound Student Over a Nintendo Switch Refuses to Help Defense Lighten Sentence. And that was posted October 13th. The guy's name who did that was Brendan Depa. And like I said, he did it when he was 17 years old. Let me read a little part of this article. Okay, so the Florida teacher who was beaten unconscious by a 270-pound student in a viral video has refused to help the teen defense lighten his sentence. Brenda Depa, then 17, violently hurled Matanzas High School paraprofessional Joel Natick to the ground and then could be seen in the video kicking and punching her in the back and head more than a dozen times before he was pulled off her by other staff. The troubled teen told investigators he attacked Natick because teachers ordered him to stop playing a video game on the Nintendo Switch. Depa, who's charged as an adult, faces up to 30 years in prison for first-degree felony charge aggravated battery. According to Flagger Live. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. So yeah, he's being charged as an adult, faces up to 30 years in prison for first-degree felony charge of aggravated battery. According to Flagger Live, Natick has shown no interest in mitigating what penalties Depa might face. Still, Judge Terrence Perkins still has the option of sentencing him as a youth and meting out a penalty as low as probation. The teen's disability will likely weigh in on the decision. The Depa has 3 prior battery arrests before the shocking February attack on Natick, who was treated as a hospital after the assault. So yeah, and it later says that he's like an autistic kid and everything like that. But if you look at the video, man, he's just like stomping this woman out, and it looks really bad. I mean, there's different levels of autism, obviously. I think from what I saw, he knew what he was doing, and he just didn't care. And I don't really like it when people just like hide behind their disease or whatever problems that he's having or whatever. Because just because you're autistic doesn't mean that you can't understand what you're doing. Like, she took the thing away, and he had a problem with it, and he beat her up. And I don't want nobody to get 30 years in prison, but man, he could have really killed her. It was bad. You got to see that video. Like I said, it's a New York Post article, October 13th. The guy's name is Brendan Depa. Let me get sure I got that right. Brendan Depa. Yep, Brendan Depa. So if you want to check that out, check that out. You know, it might be, some people might make it a race thing because it was a black kid and a white teacher and everything. It's not a race thing. He beat her up. It's a right or wrong thing. Can't touch your teacher. Black, white, Hispanic, doesn't matter. That should not be going on. And I hope they put a stop. I hope they finally put a stop to that type of stuff, you know. So anyway, let's get into some sports. I'll give you a little current events on what's going on if you want to check that out. But so yesterday was the start of the NBA season, and today was a lot of games going on. And you know, season starting off pretty good. Nuggets look good. They're the champs. I have to say this though. I really, again, don't like the media coverage of how the Nuggets are getting treated. And the Lakers have some nerve to be crying and whining about, oh, the Nuggets were talking so much trash about the Lakers and everything like that. I mean, they really weren't talking trash about the Lakers. They were probably sick and tired of the fact that everybody picked the Lakers last year when they clearly weren't an inferior team. And also, every single time the Nuggets would win, they would try to basically ignore the Nuggets. And honestly, I saw it again today. I was literally watching Undisputed with Skip Bayless or whatever. And they were talking about, and I'm thinking I'm going to get, of course I expect them to talk about the Lakers because that's all they talk about in that show. But I thought they would show a little respect to the Nuggets and kind of break down what they did in the win. And the whole segment was literally about Anthony Davis being a disappointment. They didn't say nothing about Jokic. They didn't bring up his triple. Only person that brought up Jokic for a little bit was Paul Pierce. And they literally skipped right by him and didn't even mention him again for the whole damn segment. And I was just like, wow, man. This is why I gravitate towards Jokic, because even Luka gets a little bit of attention, but Jokic gets treated like he's nobody, and he just won a championship. And I'm telling you, that's why he didn't win that MVP last year, because people just don't treat him right. They think he's boring or whatever. I don't know what they do, but it's really amazing to me. But anyway, with that said, Nuggets look good. I thought the Suns looked good. Celtics had a good win. Porzingis looks like he's going to fit in pretty good with them, because basically he could just play off the ball, and Tatum and Brown get all the attention, and he could just basically knock down open three. So it's beautiful for him. He's got a great shot anyway, and also he's doing a good job rim protecting. We'll just see if he can rebound, but rim protection was there, so he looked good. Celtics looked good. Look, I don't like the Mavs that much. I think they have a lot of holes in their team. But if Luka is going to get 30-point triple-doubles the way he is, that's going to make up for a lot. It's going to make up for a lot. So, look, I don't think they're going to do much, but yeah, look out for the Mavs if Luka's going to be playing like that. OKC beat the brakes off my Bulls, which I'm obviously very upset about. I thought OKC was going to be a great team this year anyway. So apparently the Bulls had a players meeting. First game of the season, they had a players meeting about, I guess there was really no need for a players meeting, man. OKC is going to be really good this year. I mean, the Bulls played bad, but your best player goes 3 for 14. It's going to be an ugly night. I mean, he won't go 3 for 14 every night, but that's basically where the Bulls are. I mean, I think OKC, like I said, they got a great team. Shea, already first team all NBA. He's basically a consistent 30 points. He had 30 points, 10 assists, man. So, yeah, I mean, he's going to be, and like I said, I said, like, even if Chet gives them nothing, and he really didn't give them much today, but even if he gives you like a weak stat line like he did today, he just is such a presence on the defensive end, like changing shots around the rim and locking his man down, that he really doesn't even have to do much because they can score without him. I'm just thinking that he's going to do more than that, but if he just gives you that shot blocking presence or shot changing presence, then that's fine, and he will. So, like I said, that's why OKC is really going to be, because they didn't really have that. That's like the only thing they didn't have, and now they do have that. So they're going to be dangerous, like I said. I don't think anybody beat the Nuggets personally, but yeah, they're going to be dangerous. Also, I want to say congratulations to the World Series participants, the Texas Rangers and Arizona Diamondbacks. I thought both series were hard-fought series. Looked like the Rangers were about to go out with a bang. Well, go out not with a bang, but they lost Game 5 in pretty dramatic fashion. And to get those 2 wins that they needed to get, that's a big time for them. So good for them. And Arizona, same thing. They were down 3-2, and they were able to come back and win. I was kind of making fun of my friend who's a Seattle Mariners fan and saying, "Hey man, you could have had a World Series closer." And but yeah, they did their thing. That was they're obviously a big surprise. Whoever wins is going to obviously be a big surprise. I think the Rangers are probably going to beat the Diamondbacks. Well, who knows, man? The Diamondbacks been just beating everybody. They beat the Dodgers. They beat the Phillies. So maybe they can pull it off. Who knows, man? We'll see. Obviously, my Hurricanes had a big win against Clemson with their backup quarterback. And I think a star is born now, man. I really do. Like, I think Ruben Hurricane Bain, man. He looks like a legendary pass rusher right now. Just legendary, just dominant two-way DN, because he plays the run too. I mean, he looks really, really good. Really good. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a true freshman play this good in my life. Not for Miami, anyway. And I'm just like, oh, man. I am just over the moon right now because even though we're not going to win the championship this year, we will definitely be in the hunt. We will definitely be in the hunt next year for sure. I don't care what nobody says. Because, well, I shouldn't say that. I think we'll definitely, because I was looking at the roster. I was looking at Miami's roster, and I noticed, like, we could have a lot of people return. And I'm not sure if they will or not, because obviously they might go to the draft. But, Leonard Taylor could come back. He's probably the most likely to leave because he people were saying that he was going to be a first-round pick earlier in the year. I'm not really seeing his name in some of these mock drafts as much, but I mean, he may. I mean, we'll see. But I'm talking about like Tyler Van Dyke. I don't think he has a big draft grade right now. Like Xavier Restrepo, I don't think anybody's really looking at him as like a high pick. I mean, Henry Parrish, I don't think anybody's really looking at him as a high pick. I mean, our running back room is just loaded. Center and left guard, I don't know. I'm going to just check that real quick. But I'm going to see real quick, if they are able to come back. Left guard. They're both seniors. I thought so. So yeah, we're gonna have to be able to replace the left guard, and we'll have to place the left guard in the center. They are both two transfers, and they've been killing it. Like I said, I try to tell people we have like one of the best offensive lines in football. I've been said that. Like, we gave away that Georgia Tech game, and we made so many stupid mistakes against North Carolina. Like, we really should be undefeated. That's why I'm so, like, that's just why I have so much optimism. I really don't think we're going to lose for the rest of the year. I mean, unless we make, again, stupid mistakes, but I really don't think we're going to lose for a long time. Like, I mean, I think we're going to smash Virginia. And I think we got another game, that's, I think, NC State or something. And then we play Florida State, and I think that's when people are going to realize how good we are, because we're going to beat Florida State, is my opinion. I really do believe that. We probably need, Tyler Van Dyke has to stay healthy, but I think he will. He was banged up last week. But if he stays healthy, and we have him for Florida State, I don't see why we can't win that game, right? And then win basically every other game on our schedule. I really think we're going to have a great year. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Our boy made an interesting fantasy move today. He cut Walker Kessler for Derek Lively on the first day. Well, bro, what are you doing? It's okay. Derek Lively did have a nice day. I ain't gonna front. Nice, and he really is like their only center. Like, so he might get them. I'm just hoping that he's gonna be good. That's why I don't like rotating dudes in and out to win a week. Like, we didn't really need to do that, but whatever he wants to do is fine. I trust him. You know, I trust him. It's fine. He's just a little too trigger happy for me, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work, you know. We'll do what we gotta do. Other than that, you know, I'm just, you know, everything's good today. You know, I'm just working, just trying to make it happen. And like I said in the beginning, for those who are having trouble, you know, a lot of troubling times right now, a lot of people struggling with a lot of things. I'm telling you, man, read that Bible, and Jesus can really do a lot for you, man. That's not to say my life is perfect, but he loves you more than anybody, and he can open up, make you see things that maybe you didn't really see. You just focus, if you put your focus on your Bible and pray to him, and he'll just like open up doors for you, man. So just think about that, and I just want to thank you for listening to my video. I appreciate you guys, and that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So thank you guys. Thanks.